My name is Alan Stokes. My son's name is Jonathan, and we come from Lansing, Michigan. Jonathan is 13 and a half years old now. We decided we were going to visit every single YMCA in the state of Michigan. And we did a whirlwind tour. It took us about a year to finish it today. We were inspired to do this trip because Jonathan loves the YMCA. And we actually were in Lansing, and there was a big poster saying that there's a reciprocity program that we can go to any YMCA in Michigan. So I just asked Jonathan if he wanted to do it. I got an agreement, and we started that journey back in November. Jonathan has autism, so I am passionate about raising awareness that people with autism can be involved in their communities and do things like the YMCA. They can travel and they can experience some really amazing adventures, like this novel thing of going to every YMCA in Michigan. There's 49 of them, and that's a lot of distance. We've traveled 6,000 miles. I think because people with autism, sometimes they tend to be isolated and they don't necessarily want to do group activities. So the YMCA was perfect for me to take Jonathan, and he could come in and do what he felt comfortable doing and really gain and grow through the experience. We realized that Jonathan loved the water when he was about 2 years old. That's how long we've been going to our local YMCA when he was an infant, and we used to, before he could even swim, we used to just hold him in the water, and he really enjoyed it. It gave him sensory. We would leave Lansing, and most of them are day trips, by the way. We would typically leave in the morning, get there, and have lunch in town somewhere, and then come to the Y. And I like to take him to the pool, run off his wiggles, and then he'll also like to walk around and walk through gymnasiums, tracks, and he'll also use treadmills and the glider machines that fitness centers have. So he's learned a lot of that. One interesting thing is that some Ys don't have pools. There's about 7 of them out of the 49 that don't have a pool. And we still did those, and through those experiences, Jonathan learned to really appreciate the track and the treadmill, because that's all he had to use. He didn't have a pool as an option. When I struggle with something as an individual, I try to turn it into a positive. And what I initially did is, when I was going through the grieving process of realizing that Jonathan had this disability, I started a blog which is called Autism Light, and we're actually getting close to 1 million hits on it, but it's been going on for like 7 years. And I focus on heroes and positive profiles of people that are doing something good for autism. And that, by writing those articles and researching it, kind of lifted up my own spirits, because I could see there's positive light at the end of the tunnel, and there's these amazing stories that are happening all across the world. So that's what I tried to use that. Now, in terms of the YMCA trip, I realized how it helps Jonathan, so I'm trying to spread the word that the YMCA can help others too. A lot of people don't understand that the YMCA has all these resources that's really affordable, that you can go and swim anytime you want, 7 days a week if you want to, and you can use the fitness center, and it's really ideal for somebody who has a disability and doesn't do some of the other forms of entertainment out in the community. So I really wanted to advocate now, as I'm doing this, that the YMCA is a very good option for people to consider joining if they're able to, even get a scholarship. When we first joined the YMCA, we got some of their scholarships for a few years. So it's a very worthwhile organization that I'd like to promote. It's kind of bittersweet to be at the very last YMCA, because I've enjoyed this so much. And it's changed Jonathan's life so much. So I didn't want it to end, but I realized I couldn't keep up the pace of going every week and traveling like this. So I got down and figured out a plan that I'm going to be doing it again, but instead of over 1 year, over 4 years. But this second time, we're going to do it a little bit differently. I partnered with a foundation in Detroit called Jack's Place for Autism Foundation. And this is actually their mascot I have with me, named Augie. Augie is a dog who has autism. What we're going to be doing is taking Augie with us to every single YMCA and getting a picture of him with one of the staff members. We are real excited about partnering with this worthy organization, Jack's Place for Autism Foundation, and giving back some more besides just benefiting from the travels, but actually giving to others and helping to raise awareness. We met one family in Farmington Hills who were inspired by our story and said they want to do the same thing and visit every YMCA. I really do love the YMCA. Being a parent with a child with autism is very difficult. Sometimes it can be sad, but I can honestly say that life is a lot easier knowing the YMCA is there for us.